Good morning, friends! Happy August 1st, Vlogust 1st. I thought I would do some vlogging this month just as a little change of pace. I've really been feeling like gender critical YouTube has been an absolute hot mess lately. Pretty much a toxic cesspit in my opinion. So for my own sanity and as a little antidote, I thought I would do some regular old vlogging. Follow me around style. My little thoughts, chit-chatting, maybe the books that I'm reading, yoga, salads, adventures, I don't know. If you are interested in getting to know me a little bit better, then that's what I'm going to be doing this month. It is about 10 a.m. I'm just getting my day started. Stayed up super late last night talking to my vampire friend in Eastern Europe. So I didn't sleep too amazing, but I'm getting the day started. It's a gorgeous day here in Connecticut. Let's take a look. Oh wow, beautiful. So I think we are going to maybe go canoeing this morning and yeah, not sure what else. We're going canoeing.
We're going canoeing today?
I think so.
Wow.
That's exciting.
That sounds like fun.
Yes, I can't wait.
Wow, it's a nice day too.
Yeah, beautiful day. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Yeah. Beautiful day out here, a little bit breezy. They all went out in the canoe. I'm gonna go in a little bit, but Jay called and we were just chit-chatting and he's like all trying to convince me that women are happier in relationships. Seriously though, being single is like the best ever. And I really think it's like a secret that they keep hidden from women.
Okay, do we need to have off?
So we got back from canoeing and I made salads for everybody. We are out taking a walk. Nice little healthy activity.
We are. We haven't been walking as much lately.
Gotta get back into the swing of things. So I'm really having a pretty awesome day so far, really mellow, hanging out with the family. We went for a canoe, we went for a walk, we had some amazing salads that I made for lunch. And now it's about 5 o'clock. I'm back in my office, gonna try to get a little bit of work done. I do typically work 6 days a week. For those of you who don't know, I proofread audiobooks for a living. Yes, that is my strange and unusual job, but I've been doing it for 4.5 years. I have proofed almost 400 books. So I'm working on a murder mystery right now, so I'm gonna chip away at that. Maybe do a little bit of yoga, reflect on the day. Best thing is I'm feeling good today, which isn't every day, so always grateful for that. Okay, so we have had some grill pill and now maybe it's time for a little black pill. I've been noticing there's quite a lot of pushback amongst women who call themselves radical feminists on the topic of separatism. So if you don't know, separatism is separating yourself from men. There are many different degrees to it. It could just be like saying even though I'm a heterosexual woman, I am not going to date men anymore. I'm not going to get married. I'm not going to have children. I'm not going to produce any male children. Separatism can kind of start with that. And there are different degrees. You can say I'm not going to have any male friends, or I'm not going to interact with male family members. That would be a little bit more extreme. Or I'm going to go full on live in a commune that's female only. Then, of course, separatism could even just be like being part of a sorority or having our own bathrooms or locker rooms. That would be like sort of the extreme other end. Where I'm at right now is that I know the best thing for me personally is to not be in a relationship with men, to not pursue that. I have gotten pushback on that, and I know other friends of mine who have expressed similar beliefs in radical feminist spaces have also gotten pushback on that. And not even suggesting that other people do that, but just saying that's what works for my life. And still, women who are feminists are challenging that for other feminists. My feeling is that with respect to separatism, if a woman says that's the direction she's going in, a feminist should say, hey, even if that's not how I'm living my life, if that's what you're doing, I'm going to support you 100%, sister, right? I think it's actually bizarre that there are women, and I'm talking about prominent YouTubers and women on Over It, fairly significant voices pushing back against this stuff and saying, oh, you don't have a good reason for that, or hey, you just haven't found the one, like literally that kind of rhetoric or whatever, which is absurd. Or, saying, well, I've had a successful relationship in my life and therefore separatism is stupid. And these kinds of things really do get said, and it's quite absurd. I do know for me that I'm happy as single. I truly am. I mean, statistically and everything, there have been scientific studies. We know that being in a relationship, being married, shortens a woman's lifespan. Her happiness level goes down, and that's on average. Are there good, healthy relationships? It's technically possible. I personally think those are unicorns, just based on my own life experience, couples I know, people I know. I think there is a lot of rationalization that happens amongst women who are in relationships who really overlook the less savory aspects of it and tell themselves that they're happy when maybe they're suboptimally happy. But it was really my experience. I've been in several long-term relationships that I always felt a continual tension and pressure to be a certain way, to be a specific way, to be perfect or whatever all the time. That personally for me created this intense anxiety that was constant to the point that it made me sick. So why would I seek that out? I know, and maybe all men are actually really great and it's just me and how I react in relationships or whatever. Even if that was the case, it's like, still, why would I seek that out? I'm a million times happier as a single woman. And I think as a society, we're completely brainwashed to believe that that's not even possible. We are propagandized to believe that a woman cannot possibly be happier single than with a man. I can tell you from my own experience, that is the case for me. You don't have to believe me, but that is the truth for me. So it's just strange to receive pushback from women who call themselves radical feminists. It's like, this is 2021 radical feminism. It has gotten so watered down, and I wish we could just return to the truth. I think it's important to check in with the black pill once in a while. So moving away from talking about relationships specifically, the black pill is the idea that men's degeneracy is innate. And once again, this is not all men, but there is a biological reality outside of socialization that men are inherently violent. They're inherently misogynistic. They subordinate women. Heterosexual relationships are dangerous, risky for women on so many levels. Why would you seek that? That's the black pill. I don't read black pill stuff that often, but anytime I do, it's like discovering an oasis in a desert. It's just such a fresh air thing. Feels so right. I feel like I'm continuously surrounded by heterosexual feminists who, are like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do? Just be alone? Well, you can be alone. That's the thing. And that doesn't necessarily mean being lonely or unhappy. It can be actually a very great and liberating thing. I think the root of women's liberation is realizing you don't need a man to be happy. That is information that all of society is trying to keep from you, because we are propagandized, we are brainwashed with these messages that women cannot be happy alone. It's continual. Would we have to be bombarded with these messages if being in a relationship was better for a woman? Would we have to brainwash little girls with Disney princess stories about how the best thing they can aspire to is to be in a relationship with Prince Charming. That's their happy ending. That's the ending. That's the goal. We brainwash girls with this stuff from day one. You know, say yes to the dress. Why does that stuff exist? Like this idea of a fairy tale wedding. It's because it's not a better outcome for women in a lot of cases. It's not. But once again, you hear this stuff from radical feminist, heterosexual women. I can't imagine what it would be like to be alone. Or they're saying, I've found the one and he's so perfect and it's out there or whatever. Which I believe there are good men out there, but I also believe in unicorns. Let's just put it that way. One thing I was thinking about is that when it comes to women like me who I really don't want to interact with men at all. I dislike interacting with men. Okay, that's the reality. That's a little more black pill for you. I have men in my life who I consider grandfathered in, who have been in my life since before my eyes were opened to the true nature of men. Beyond them, I have no desire to form any relationships, friendships, or romantic relationships or anything with any new men. But I don't even like interacting with men like in a store or people who come to the house to do work or anything like that. If I'm introduced to someone, I don't even like to shake a man's hand. I don't even really like to say hello. And that should be my prerogative as a woman to decide that I don't want to interact with men. And I was thinking about my sister's dog. My sister has a little female dog and she's adorable. My sister's dog does not like men. She barks at men, she growls at men, she doesn't let them pet her, she runs away. Women, not the case. She lets them pet her, she's very friendly, comes right up to women. Men, she knows. Everyone accepts that that is natural and normal for that dog and that that's fine. But we don't extend the same courtesy to women like myself, who don't want to interact with men either, that we would extend to a dog. We don't force the dog to interact with the man, but somehow it's unacceptable if a woman wants to be a separatist, and so we don't afford a woman that same respect. I wish we did, and I wish it was more normalized to talk about these things in radical feminist circles. The reason why I decided to talk about it on YouTube is because I don't feel free and welcome to discuss these things on Over It, Spinster. None of these like so-called feminist communities are receptive to these ideas, but I feel like we should at least be able to talk about it. It is something that I feel like is difficult to talk about because it is stigmatized even amongst feminists. And it's frustrating that so many feminists really see their lives as necessarily having to revolve around men just because they're heterosexual. I am a heterosexual woman who wants nothing to do with men. I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I think I will end the vlog here. I'm so happy I was able to have a nice healthy day, share that with you guys and share these random thoughts too. That's probably what you can expect from Vlogust, is just a random smattering of stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.